Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. He's finally back. Jungkook just returned from Japan, but not alone. Rumors say Jimin was with him, and now Jungkook's exclusive interview about AYS 2 has fans going crazy. His words, his smile, even his silence seem to hide something. Could AYS 2 be his most personal love confession yet? Stay tuned because this comeback might reveal the truth everyone's been waiting for. The news spread like wildfire. Jungkook is finally back from Japan. Airports once again became a battlefield of flashes, screams, and excitement as armies crowded every corner just to catch a glimpse of the golden magne. But what made this return even more interesting wasn't just Jungkook's comeback from Japan. It was the mystery surrounding whether Jimin had been with him. And just when fans were still recovering from that rumor, Jungkook himself appeared in an exclusive interview, talking openly about AYS 2, his upcoming and highly anticipated project that could change everything. The moment he appeared at Incheon Airport, the internet went crazy. Jungkook was dressed in a simple yet striking outfit: black hoodie, cap pulled low, mask covering his face. But no disguise could hide that unmistakable aura, confident, calm, and radiating a kind of quiet energy that only Jungkook has. Fans noticed something immediately. The silver earring he wore was the same one Jimin was seen wearing during a private dinner a few weeks earlier. And that, for Jikook fans, was enough to ignite another round of speculation. Was Jimin in Japan too? Many fans thought so. Several flight trackers and airport spotting accounts mentioned sightings of a man resembling Jimin on the same flight route a few days earlier. Others swore they saw two shadows walking together in Tokyo, one slightly shorter than the other, wearing matching masks and hoodies. But as always with Jimin and Jungkook, the truth lies in the details that never fully reveal themselves. They move like shadows, close enough to feel real, yet hidden enough to make everyone question what they just saw. When the interviewer brought up Japan, Jungkook smiled faintly, the kind of smile that holds both secrets and warmth. "It was good," he said, his voice calm. "Japan always feels like a second home. I went there to recharge, to think, and to work on something I'm really excited about." The interviewer quickly followed up with a question about AYS 2, and Jungkook's eyes lit up instantly. "It's very personal," he admitted. "The first AYS was about discovering myself. This time, it's about facing what I found, the emotions, the confusion, the things I couldn't say before." The room fell silent for a moment as Jungkook leaned forward, hands clasped. His tone changed, softer now. "I've been through a lot, and I think people can feel that through the music. Every song is a memory. Every lyric has a face behind it." The interviewer smiled knowingly. "A face?" she asked, half teasing. Jungkook just chuckled, lowering his gaze, as if choosing not to answer but letting his silence speak louder than words. That moment sent the fandom into a spiral. Because when Jungkook says, "a face," everyone has their own theory about who that face might be. For some, it's about his journey, his fans, or his own reflection. But for others, especially the ones who have followed every tiny Jikook interaction, that face could only mean one person: Park Jimin. Backstage stories soon began to circulate. Some claimed that Jimin had quietly flown to Japan around the same time Jungkook did. Others said he was helping Jungkook with choreography or giving input on his creative direction. After all, they've always had that kind of connection, artistic, emotional, and beyond words. Even years after debut, Jimin remains one of Jungkook's biggest inspirations. Jungkook himself has said multiple times how much Jimin means to him, how Jimin's presence has always been both comforting and motivating. And if you look closely, AYS 2 might be reflecting that very dynamic. The teaser photos that dropped just days after Jungkook's return were full of symbolism: water reflections, intertwined hands, and fragments of light that seem to dance between solitude and closeness. Many fans believe it represents duality, love and loss, freedom and attachment, individuality and unity, things that Jikook have often expressed through their own actions over the years. During the interview, Jungkook also talked about how he's grown emotionally since his solo debut. "When you spend so much time in the spotlight, you forget what silence feels like," he said softly. "Japan gave me that silence. I walked alone a lot, but sometimes I didn't feel alone." The interviewer asked, Because someone was with you? Jungkook laughed again, that shy, knowing laugh that fans have seen countless times whenever Jimin's name appears. He didn't confirm, but he didn't deny it either.
이거 하나랑 코리안 비프 타코가 뭘까?
저게 뭘까?
Social media exploded right after the interview aired. The keywords Jungkook Japan, Jimin Tokyo, and AYS 2 interview trended globally within hours. Armies started piecing together timelines, airport photos, and every frame of the interview. One fan noticed how Jungkook's phone case had the same design as the one Jimin used in a live weeks ago. Another spotted a Japanese keychain hanging from Jungkook's bag, one that matched the souvenir Jimin was seen holding on Weverse. Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing made everything feel too connected to ignore. Then came the emotional part of the interview when Jungkook was asked what AYS 2 means to him personally. It's about love, he said without hesitation. Not just romantic love, but the kind that changes you. The kind that makes you braver, softer, and more human. His eyes softened as he continued. Sometimes you meet someone who makes you want to become a better version of yourself. That's what this album is about. Fans could almost hear the collective gasp across the fandom. Could it be that AYS 2 is Jungkook's most personal love letter, yet one written not just for fans, but for someone who's been beside him through every storm and every silence? His tone, his expression, the way he paused before saying certain words, everything carried a sense of emotion that felt too deep to be random. Jimin, meanwhile, has remained silent. No official statements, no live streams addressing the rumors. But his recent social media activity has been full of meaning. A few nights ago, he posted a photo of the Tokyo skyline at dusk with a caption, "It feels like coming home." Fans instantly connected the dots, the timing, the location, the emotions behind those simple words. It was enough to make ARMY believe that Jimin had indeed been in Japan, quietly supporting Jungkook as he prepared for his new chapter. Behind all the rumors and theories, one thing remains constant: the unspoken bond between Jimin and Jungkook. It's something that transcends labels of friendship, a partnership, a connection that continues to inspire millions. Whenever they're seen together, there's a calmness that fills the air, as if they don't need words to communicate. They've shared the stage, laughter, and even moments of vulnerability that fans still talk about years later. Now, with Jungkook stepping back into the spotlight with AYS 2, it feels like a continuation, a story that began long ago and keeps evolving in new, unexpected ways. His music carries layers of emotion that hint at hidden stories, and Jimin's presence, whether visible or invisible, seems to be woven into the rhythm of it all. As the interview ended, Jungkook looked straight into the camera and said, "Thank you for waiting." His voice was soft but sincere, carrying the weight of someone who understands how deeply his fans care. "I hope you can feel everything I felt through this album." And for a split second, as he smiled, it almost felt like he was speaking not just to ARMY but to someone special watching from afar. Fans are now waiting for AYS 2 with renewed excitement. Every teaser, every lyric, every subtle detail will be analyzed, discussed, and cherished. Because with Jungkook, nothing is ever just surface level, there's always a deeper story beneath. Whether Jimin was with him in Japan or not, the emotional echoes of their bond can be felt in every note, every look, and every moment they share. One thing is certain: Jungkook's return marks the start of something big. His evolution as an artist is undeniable, but so is his emotional depth. AYS 2 promises to show us a version of Jungkook we've never seen before: honest, raw, and deeply human. And maybe, just maybe, hidden between the lines, we'll find traces of a connection that continues to inspire fans around the world. As the lights fade and the interview ends, Jungkook's final smile lingers, mysterious, warm, and filled with meaning. The Golden Magne has returned, stronger and more inspired than ever. And somewhere in the silence between his words, fans can almost hear another heartbeat, one that seems to move in rhythm with his own. And that's all for today's video, everyone. Jungkook is back, and it seems like his return brings not only new music but new emotions too. What do you think about his time in Japan? Was Jimin really there with him? And could AYS2 hold hidden messages about their connection? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates on Jikook moments and Jungkook's upcoming project. Thank you for watching. This is Jikook Diaries, and we'll see you in the next one.